That's probably both in. Oh, Nazzy, look at that, look at that. Alright, right there's the, what you call it, where you park at. She did say I'd have to wheel. It looked like somebody's already drove down through here though. I mean, if anything, I could just pull my truck right here, take the boat off, and then park my truck back over there. Yeah, I think I'd do that. Pull the truck in. Do that. Looks pretty good though. Look like they need to kind of open up a little bit more on their access to get in. Yeah. That's cool though. We can make it work. Judging by the way it looks, look like they need to make a boat ramp like a lot closer. I mean, I see what they got here, but I mean, they got all this room. You think they'd circle it back around, have a little drop-off area, and then be able to send it back, but I don't know. I am going to drive this thing over here so I don't have to drag all this stuff. I want to mess my boat up, and get over here and see if I can at least, you know, drag my boat and stuff in just for a little bit. So, all right, we're gonna go ahead and get this thing going. Got everything. Oh shoot. Golly, man. I know they're just getting started, but this should have been priority at this point. Thank God I ain't got no lead acid battery anymore. Hopefully that's right. First go round. Okay. All good. Now let's get to paddling. There we go. Just need a little encouragement tug. Alright, now we're in now, y'all. We are in. So let's see what we can do with the top water. And that thing needs to be dropped down a little bit more. Alright, gotta adjust my bearings here, y'all. In the world, you know. I'll figure out what I've done wrong here. Things sound like crap. This thing keeps wanting to pull. Gotta get my adjustments on this thing, man. Alright, I'm going to switch over. As much as I love to stick with this, I think I might go to my spinnerbait. That thing sounds rough, man. Let that bad daddy go up under there just a little. There he is. There we go. Way to break the ice. That's a nice little small bass. Slow this down a little bit. There we go. And many more, baby. Whew, there we go. That's what I needed. Hopefully y'all got to see a little bit of that. I did have it where can't really see too much. A nice little small bass, but all I'm doing is just throwing it and popping it back. Usually they'd get it on the jump. Make sure we cover that pocket in there good. Yeah, I gotta be a bowfin. That's probably a bowfin. Oh, Nazzy, look at that, look at that. I ain't gonna lie, that probably would tore my bait up, but I'm about I'm about willing to let it happen. There was 2 of them in there. Yeah, like these little, just these little pockets will hold these bass in here. I'd be waiting for something to fall off in there. Little pockets just like that they'd be sitting in. Let's see if I can put it in there. Boom. You ought to just give me a bite just because that made it. I want something a little decent size. chance of making it in that pocket, I don't believe. Oh, I made it, but I got hung. Oh, man. That's one thing right there you gotta watch out. Watch your poles hit the trees and stuff. When you got your little stand, anyway. There, let's go on up a little bit. Sometimes it seems like it don't matter if you do everything right. Just sometimes it just don't work out the way you want it to. Bass is definitely some ambush type fish. So anywhere you see logs or anything in this kind of water, you throw at it. Now, if there ain't no bass sitting over here, something's wrong. I can tell you that right now. I'll tell you right now, there's a bass sitting in here somewhere. Either if he's sitting in this stuff here or sitting in that little open spot. Here we go again with this crap. There we go. I can go ahead and tell you right now, there's a bass in here. I don't care what anybody says, there's a bass sitting in here somewhere. Whether he wants to bite or not, that's a different story, but switch over. Oh, he hit it. He hit it. Well, bass will sit here and wait. I guess I'll leave it alone, but at least I did get a hit. There he is. There he is. I knew I knew it weren't crazy. Barely too. There we go. Get one more. one more cast on it, because that was 2 back to back that quick. So yeah, when that water's moving like that, I'm gonna push all that bait fish, like brim or whatever is floating by, gotta push it right on down through that current. I really do need to check my need to check my line. It's about that time anyway. I feel like I can feel it. All right, let's keep on going. Yeah, I caught that bowfin yesterday. Well, my son did. Time you catch a bowfin, you definitely got to change your line. I feel like I felt it all the way back up that way. It's crazy because that bass was a little bit lighter than the other one I caught. It was weird, but I hated to switch over, but I feel like I might better my chances with this spinnerbait. Ooh, I don't know what that must have been a bowfin or something. Boy, he came up and popped right behind it. Oh, there he is. Getting even a little bass. I'm cool with it. I'm cool with it. There we go. Little old small one. Beating up this old spinnerbait. Alright. See you, buddy. Need something about 4 or 5 pounds to come up and hit this bad daddy. That's what I need. If it's going to happen or not, I don't know. But it's always that good intention that it can happen. Yeah, I definitely got to figure out what's going on with that thing, why it sounds so rough, but that's the rule of the game when you're fishing out here. By the way, whenever you're fishing a river like this, do not get hung, because you're going to catch the devil whenever you get hung on something to try and get it to come off if you ain't got the right setup. Like these boats like this, like a creek boat or a good kayak with a trolling motor or even the foot pedal will be fine. But if you're just winging it off of a just a regular kayak, you're gonna catch the devil, especially if the current's pushing hard. I don't believe I'm gonna edit anything out. This is just gonna be a long video, and I'm just gonna give y'all what y'all want. There's some fish caught in here, I can't say that. Now the size fish, hey, can't help too much on that. I can get what I can get, that's all I can say with that. Slow up just a little. See if I can get it up under there. Oop, oop. Oh. That weren't the prettiest, but it made it up under there. Usually right there in those little breaks like there, they usually like to sit in there. It doesn't look like it today though. See, now it rained, I think Friday we had got a heavy rain. We got a little bit of rain this morning. But I believe this kind of leveled out just good enough where these fish will be up and ready to hit. Don't leave no stone unturned. None. That might be holding that bass you've been looking for if you miss it. There he is. Had me questioning everything, man. Oh. There we go. Another little small one. He'll do it. See you, buddy. See if you had any brothers in there with him. Need old big freak Nasty to come hit this thing. That's what I need. I don't know what that was. That thing moved awfully fast. Man, I would have swore up and down that was a fish. I got him, but I guess not. Yeah, see that little break off right there? You got the current kind of swishing, pushing the edge there. That'd be a good tell sign right there. Something might be in there waiting. Yeah, trolling motor's working fine. It just sounds like crap. I think there might be a bearing that I overlooked, and I already got it ordered, so hopefully it'll be here on time and I can just switch it out. Man, that thing sounds bad. There he is. There he is. Oh yeah. I'm beating up on these fish today. He turned at it and got hooked. That's fine though. I'm cool with that. Boom! Oh, I watched him. He came back. Slow it down a little bit. Slow it down. Man, that's pretty good there. Look like he's just a little bit bigger than his buddy. Boom! Oh, golly! Why, man? Why? Oh my God! There's no way. There's no way. Hold on, y'all. I got to get adjusted over here. Done found where they're sitting at. Fish out like they ain't ate in like 3 or 4 days. Boom. There he is. That is a bowfin. There we go. Get you over here on the side, buddy. Alright, this is one thing you try not to do, is put these fish in a boat with you, because they will go bat crap crazy. And they are bad for throwing hooks back at you. So I'm going to try my best to kind of grab them slow, keep them calm. Yeah, he threw the hook, so I'm cool with that. Heard when I said try and keep him calm, or keep him calm. And feel, make sure there ain't no bad spots in this thing. But that's the benefit of fishing this kind of water. You will catch those. They are native. Oh, excuse me. They are native here, but oh, excuse me. Let's see if I can get this thing cut on. Probably won't, but Alright, there we go. Roll both in. Pretty neat. See you, buddy. Here. He's whopped that thing sideways. It probably a couple more times like this and she ain't gonna be no good. And it's frailed up again. I'm gonna have to retie. And booyah spinnerbait. This ain't the willow leaves. I forgot. There's I think the Colorado blade. I think. Yeah, they got these big blades on here. I think that's what's doing the trick. I usually run it like a willow blade, but I always like the bigger blades. And another thing is gold has always been a good color out here. I always looked at gold to be a good color anywhere, but gold in this dark water always is king. All right, there we go. Let's see how she looks. Well, that thing is beat up, son. That's the gang of them fish sitting over there. I think that might be all of them, though. I'm cool with it. All right, let's keep going. Man, that thing looks horrible. It's all warp-sided. And never going to get it straight, perfectly straight, but now you know when there's fish, and you know there's a fish in here. Oh, there he is. There he is. Oh, he got off, y'all. Golly, man, that's aggravating. I don't think he's going to come back. Maybe he's got some friends in there, but I don't think he's coming back. Right there. Come on now. Now I know there's one in there. Can't tell me no different. I gotta watch my time. Can't be out here too long. I know it. Y'all know it. We both know it. They're in here. They're in here somewhere. Oh, oh, oh. All right. I got caught on this log. All right, let's see. There we go. All right, let's get on past this. We ain't gonna be able to. Yeah, big one right there. Wanted to hit that point there, but stump ain't gonna let me. Oh, come on, man. You gotta be kidding me. You kidding me, man? Oh. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Well, that was in there good. She weren't coming out. Well, I guess that's my ending here. Man, that sucked, but still gonna fish around it. See what I could do, but oh, there he is. Oh, all right. Are we gonna count that as a count, or are we just gonna call him a let go? We got to see him. We did get to see him, the little devil. So he did hit like he had some friends in there, but man, can't go no further, huh? Oh, oh no, it's a bowfin there. Oh, he let go. Decent sized bowfin too. If he's up for it, I'm up for it. That's all I'm saying. I'm just saying. If he's up for it, I'm up for it. Usually, sometimes these fish are pretty hard-headed. A bowfin, they will come back and hit it, get it again. But I think he felt that hook pretty good. So I don't think he's gonna be fooling around with it. Since we can't go any further, we will turn around and work this spot as much as we can, and guess we have to kind of work our way back, I guess. Sucks, but can you do, you know? I had no big boys come out and hit, but that's cool. Oh, thank God. That came off. Now I should get a bite for that. At least get a decent hit, but man, you kidding me? Shoot, the thing is, I was thinking about putting a little swim bait on, but shoot, there ain't no use for putting it on if you actually catching them with the spinner bait. So, well, it's all right, I guess. I should have known better than that. Alright, switch over. Go to the rubber worm. What I should have went to, thinking I was going to throw inside that stuff. I got the June bug color. Ugh. Switching from one different reel to another just feels nasty. Oh man, I feel like I'm going to backlash. Right there's where I was trying to throw it. Right there. Dang y'all, I hate that happen. Sucks. Now, I don't even know if those ranger people's actually going to work on it or not, but it'd be nice if they did. I'm going to get a slight bump here. Oop. There he is. Ooh. He got some weight on him. Back in the same spot. I can dig it. I can dig it. There we go. Turn this thing up. Come on. It's just a little piece of skin holding it. Now, I don't know. There we go. I don't know if good. Good deal. I don't know if that bass went after a spinnerbait. I'm pretty sure he did, judging by the way this fish was sitting in there. That just comes to show, like, you know they're there, that you can get them to hit. Because they demolished this good old rubber worm. It ain't gonna be too much longer. We have to switch up and get a different one. Rubber worms just always will be a bait you can just go to whenever you're desperate. This ain't even being desperate. This is just catching fish at this point. Doing good though. Doing good catching fish. See, I didn't get nothing. I didn't get nothing in there earlier. Let's see if this makes a difference. Nope, they're just not in there. Boom! Oh man! Are you kidding me? Why is the small ones hitting after the spinnerbait and the big ones is going after the rubber worm? I'm gonna need somebody to explain that to me, because that was crazy. That was a decent sized one. Man. Alright, we're gonna turn back around. I ain't saying he might have didn't feel he did, but I don't know. He might just be that aggressive. We're gonna see if we can try and get him to go back on board, hitting this again. Cause that was pretty good there. Fish like that you just don't let slide. I think it was right there. All right, battery went dead, y'all. We're gonna go back up here and try it one more time, maybe a couple more times, but we're gonna try it and see if we can get him to come back and mollywop this thing again. Might have said he's good. Well, that didn't go out as planned. Boop. Cut you off a little bit. Yeah, I meant to throw that there, by the way. Oh, I actually meant to throw it right there. Yeah, I was off a little bit, just a little. Just riding it down, baby, riding it down. Came up to it and left it. Man. Oh, oh, oh. Man, I don't want to move, but I got to. Hold on, y'all, hold on. Man, you miss a lot of spots having to move this fast, though. That sucks. It looked like waves like something big was actually there. Got a little sloppy with that throw. Look at her. They're back over there moving again. Oh, that was a bass. Bad thing about it, I seen a fish moving over there before that one. That ain't what I seen moving over there. Just if he ain't wanting to smoke, he just ain't wanting to smoke. Now, I don't believe I got anything out of there. Felt pretty confident enough there was some in there, but I guess going upstream will be a little hard. You won't be able to fish as much, but I could be wrong. There is some people that's talented enough to fish upstream with a kayak, just a paddle kayak. And I know there is people out here before that came out with them pedals, but the pedal style. But I feel like it'd be like it just feel good knowing you ain't got to work as hard. I guess that's where I'm trying to get at when it comes down to having just a battery powered. Come on now, I should have got a fish just because on that throw. That one too. Oh, there he is. He's on there. There he is. Oh man, that sucked. Whew. Man, it's the spots you want to fish so bad. I'm gonna be in trouble if I get one from back here. Probably good I didn't get one. Man, just like that, I made it back that quick. God almighty. There he is. That's a decent bass there. Oh no! The mighty Jack. Man, that was the biggest one right here at the boat entrance. Don't know how he didn't get hooked. Oh. Guess I didn't set hard enough. Otherwise, that head or it just didn't fall in his mouth good. Man, I'm so disappointed I can't go anywhere else. Oh. This is a good place. It just needs to be cleared out a lot. Oh, excuse me. But, well, I guess that's going to do it. Whew. I appreciate everybody tuning in. It's definitely been a good fishing trip for this place for the first time. That last bass is going to irritate me. Man, it's going to irritate me for a while. But anyway, I appreciate y'all tuning in. This has been a good ride. Seemed like I still need to do a little bit more work on my trolling motor, but other than that, I mean, it's been a good trip. It made me from point A to point B. I'm happy with it so far, but back to my trolling motor. But anyway, I'm going to let y'all go. Till next time, Jungle Vulture out.